Chicago. Man. I don't know what the fuck is going on over there in Chicago, but dog, it is a nightmare over there. It is a nightmare. I don't know if it's getting, it seems like it's getting worse. Maybe it's just the media. I don't know, but it seems like it's getting worse over there. I don't know what the fuck the mayor is over there doing, bro. Why he over there too busy trying to fight Trump instead of trying to get his shit together, trying to get his city together. He fell in big fucking time. So I'm gonna play two videos. I'm gonna play a video also some Bayless or some shit happening about a Chili's greeter who was attacked after customers refused to wait, which is kind of crazy in itself. That's kind of dumb. But let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Received from a greeter inside this Chili's is what set this entire incident in motion.
They're hitting me in my head, they're hitting me in my body, they're hitting me everywhere.
It started last week when a group known only as J Party of 6 didn't like the wait time.
Get sad, I said it's gonna be another 30 minutes. They were upset, they started yelling, they were like 30 minutes and like just being aggressive.
As they walked out, Brianna Drew said the same line she gives every customer.
They decided they were going to leave. I was like, all right, you all enjoy the rest of your day. And they assumed that I was being sarcastic and trying to like play with them. But I was just, that's brand standard.
But Fox Chicago obtained video showing what happened next. A brutal beating inside the Chili's at Marshville Plaza, located in the 1700 block of West 119th Street.
The rest of her party, they came rushing back in the restaurant and they all kind of just attacked me.
The 19-year-old single mother was first hit by a woman and then a man joined in.
What do you see when you
a man?
Chaos. It was a lot. I don't even remember all of this happening.
Chicago police were called, but by the time officers arrived, the attackers were gone. The damage, physical and emotional, is not.
Because my head was so sore, I couldn't touch it to take out my hair. And then I have more.
Oh,
yo, what back the fuck, here, bro? For
Drew has worked at this location for 2 years. She's been off the job for a week, trying to process what happened, and says Chili's needs to add security.
I just want to know, how will they move forward? How will they fix that? How will they avoid that happening again?
We reached out to Chili's for a comment, and so far, we haven't heard back. As for Drew, she's bruised but not broken.
At no point did I threaten anyone. At no point did I say that I was going to do anything. I was quiet. They could have just left, but they came. They all decided to come back in and attack me.
And says she did nothing wrong and wants J Party of 6 to be arrested and charged.
I can't believe that something like this happened to me, because if you ask anybody, I'm nice. Everybody says I'm nice. The regulars, they love me.
As for Brianna Drew, she says that Chili's is conducting their own investigation and Chicago police are too. From Morgan Park, Tia Ewing, Fox 32 Chicago.
Where Mayor Johnson at? Where Mohawk Johnson at? That's what we doing now. But a few videos ago, we just heard a black woman talking about why white people need to apologize for what happened to them 400 years ago. What happened to our ancestors 400 years ago. But yet our own people can't even protect our own people. You in there fighting people over a fucking wait time. 30 minutes. You could have just shot the shit outside of Chili's, just kicking it. That time would have went by fast, bro. You ain't that motherfucking hungry. You ready to crash out at any given moment for what? Now you just snatch this woman. Man, that shit crazy as fuck. And then you got this sassy ass man out here hitting the woman. Stupid as fuck, bro. Stupid as fuck. Yup. All of them go to jail. Every last one of them. Send their ass to jail. Every last one of them. Doing stupid shit. This is what we call nigga shit. Send their ass to jail. 1000%. Send their ass to jail. You know what? You know what? Hey, Bull City. You know what? I think I like Anton's rule. I think I like Anton's rule. We ain't gonna respond to people who don't got profile pictures. If you ain't got a profile picture that don't show your face, I'm not gonna give you credence by talking to you. I'm not gonna talk to you. But I can see you. But I'm not gonna pull you up on the channel. So you said, you wanna measure dicks, huh? Woman, I have it with a woman. Look at that shaming language. I have a Roth IRA, a HSA, a brokerage account, all the basic stuff. Good for you. I'm glad you got that. You one of the smart ones, huh? Yeah, you probably got $5 on that bitch. But would you like to continue to compare yourself with a woman? See, here's the difference. I don't compare myself to nobody. That's the problem. That's where you fucked up. I don't compare myself to you or nobody. I don't know you, big back. Why would I compare myself to a 300-pound woman? That's crazy. Of course, pigs are late. You know, every High in Pride has a gay friend that tags along. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what? Sassy man, 100%. A sassy man was on that. 1,000%. She says, I want one of the white dussies in the chat to come up so y'all can bond. Topic: would you date a woman with an education, job, and a house? Go. Well, that's kind of dumb to answer. Why? When I got my own house, and my own education, and my own job. Let that be my wife and children. No understanding for that. Yeah. You feel me? I don't get it. I don't get it though. I don't understand that, bro. But let's move on to this. Let's move on to the next video because this is also tied to this. Let's watch it.
Build a website you love.
Oh no, we don't want that. Wait a minute. Hold on.
President Trump sounding off on Chicago following a string of violent crimes, including the 26-year-old woman set on fire on a train last week.
They burned this beautiful woman riding in a train. A man was arrested 72 times. We could make Chicago a safe city in a period of 4 weeks. And if you look at the crime that's taken place in Chicago in the last 2 weeks, just take a look. It's on the front page of every newspaper. It's out of control.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson acknowledged the city's shortfalls following a separate fatal shooting incident on Friday after the city's Christmas tree lighting. Watch.
What we put in place did not do enough to prevent what we were concerned about from actually manifesting.
Let's bring in Chicago Alderman Raymond.
You ain't doing enough to prevent the violence. And that's y'all mayor in Chicago. He got all the smoke for Trump. He got all the smoke talking big tough. Mr. Mohawk Johnson talking big tough. Ain't got shit. Now all of a sudden, we didn't do enough to prevent the violence. Sir, do you not see what the fuck is going on in your city? Not too long ago, wasn't, if I'm not mistaken, was she Ukrainian? Croatian, I believe. Wasn't that Croatian woman stabbed by the black dude who was arrested like 17 fucking times? And he was still out on the fucking streets? Ukrainian, right? Okay. And it was Chicago. So you don't see what the fuck is going on. And you was going back and forth. You had big smoke for Trump. Don't bring the military into the city. You don't want to do that. Why the fuck not? You can't control that motherfucker. What you mean? You ain't got control of Chicago. You don't. Fucking school teacher. That shit crazy, bro.
Lopez, Raymond, that acknowledgement by Mayor Johnson is a different sort of tag. We haven't heard that from him before, but why is he doing that now, and what's your reaction?
Well, Griff, good morning. I think the reason that the mayor's pivoting now is that he understands that Chicagoans are fed up with his failures, and he knows that election day is less than 8 months from today. You know, he can say and try to pivot all he wants, but all of these failures come right back to his doorstep. The blood is on his hands for what we've seen happen this weekend, because when it came to the teen takeover and the 300 individuals that descended on downtown, we had the opportunity to institute a snap curfew that would have allowed the police to better manage that. He vetoed that ordinance because he didn't want to profile black children. When it comes to the CTA and the burning of that poor woman, he has handcuffed not only our Chicago police, but transit police as well, not allowing them to use all of the tools as well as follow these individuals when they are on the trains causing chaos. This falls at his feet squarely, and he knows that Chicagoans have had enough.
And you know, Raymond, just to remind our viewers, this individual you're talking about, Lawrence Reed, has such a criminal history going back to 1993, 72 arrests, 8 of them felony convictions, 7 misdemeanor convictions. You just wonder, what in the world is that individual doing out?
Well, this is the
Look at this nigga, man. Look at this nigga, bro. Look at this shit. 72 arrests. 8 felony convictions, 7 misdemeanor convictions. This man's still out on the fucking streets. Boy. This nigga look like he on the spectrum. Since 1993. He should have been off the streets a long time ago. 72. 8 felony convictions, 7 misdemeanor. Bro, what in the entire fuck? That shit crazy. Don't worry about it. Your mama like it though.
Effect of liberal, socialist, quasi-communist policies here in the city of Chicago, where that revolving door of justice and sympathy were intertwined, allowing individuals out, thanks to people like Kim Foxx, thanks to the policies and politics of people like Brandon Johnson, and those of the allies of the governor, J.B. Pritzker, who created the Safety Act, which is a misnomer. We have to do better, and I think what we've seen is more compassion and empathy from Donald Trump wanting to correct this than we've gotten from our own mayor or our own other elected officials here who want to pretend this is a manufactured crisis.
Yeah, you see that?
It is a manufactured
crisis. You see that? Let me go back. Let's go back one more time. Let me go back just for a second, y'all. My bad. Give me a second. Man, that shit went by quick. Hold on.
Who want to pretend this is a manufactured crisis. It is a manufactured crisis, a crisis they created by all of their bad convictions.
You just wonder.
Look at this dude's face, bro. Look at this dude's face. Look at this shit. And this man is out here on the streets. Look at his face. What kind of face is that? I'll brag about my accomplishments when you send me a 20-ball super chat. How about that, big money? How about you do that? Nah, he don't look nothing like me. Oh, we got another one. We got another Dusty in here. Whose name is Hunter Hater. Hey, Hunter, put your profile picture up there, big dog. Put your profile picture up there.
Thanks to people like Kim Foxx, thanks to the policies and politics of people like Brandon Johnson, and those of the allies of the governor, J.B. Pritzker, who created the Safety Act, which is a misnomer. We have to do better, and I think what we've seen is more compassion and empathy from Donald Trump wanting to correct.
Joe, don't even worry about her, Joe. She a big bag. She don't even want to show her face. She can't even show her face because she act as if she's so important. Listen, let her live in her delusion over there as a big back 300-pound 5'3" woman. if I don't know, she might be a woman, or she might be one of them individuals who claim to be a woman but actually was a man. Who knows? Who knows, bro? Who knows?
Correct this than we've gotten from our own mayor or our own other elected officials here who want to pretend this is a manufactured crisis. It is a manufactured crisis, a crisis they created by all of their bad policies and all of their criminal enablement that has gone on for the past 5 years.
Well, and Raymond, it seems that President Trump is so compelled to get involved because of the violent crime in that great city. The year to date, you're looking at 385 murders, nearly 1,400 shootings, more than 5,000 robberies, ridiculous amount of felony theft.
Shit, bro. Year to date, 385 murders, 1,362 shootings, 5,367 robberies, and 16,799 felony thefts. Mayor Mohawk Johnson, what the fuck are you doing over there, dog? What are you doing? But hey, I can't put all the blame on Mayor Mohawk Johnson because a lot of y'all voted for him. A lot of y'all voted for him. And listen, this is what we gonna do. Hey, this is what we gonna do. Everybody in the chat, Joe and everybody else, we ain't gonna give no more attention to Hunter or Ashley. If they want attention, they're gonna have to put a super chat in there. Other than that, we gonna let them talk. One thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna block them. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm not gonna censor them at all because they can talk whatever they want to talk, but we just ain't gonna give it attention. If they want attention, they're gonna have to put a super chat in there. All right. That's how we gonna rock out. That's how we gonna rock out. Because they here to troll today. Two big backs, two dusties, can't even put their profile picture up here, but want to talk. Come on. Don't worry about it. We good.
Theft. How does Mayor Johnson run in that election on this sort of record in his watch?
Well, Brendan Johnson's going to run on a record that says, don't believe your lying eyes. Don't believe what you see and hear going on around you. Forget that those are just property crimes. It doesn't really impact you. It's a big business and all of that. But what we know is this. When we had the chance to bring in the National Guard before, the mayor and the governor said, no, we don't need it. And we had 57 people shot, 9 people killed. I believe that was Labor Day weekend. We've had multiple offerings by this president to say, let me send in people to help, even just provide presence so that your police officers can go back into communities and do constitutional policing and get the bad guys. And at every turn, they have said no. I know that the communities I represent and overall everyone in the city of Chicago wants to feel safe this holiday season, but every day of the year. And now we have a chance to see if the president is going to make good on that. I would say to my Democratic colleagues, if you don't believe him, call his bluff and let's see what he has to offer. But at the end of the day, if we could bring numbers down even 5 points more, as we saw during Operation Midway Blitz,
sure,
let's do it.
Well, and let me just, Alderman, get one last comment from you in the few seconds I've got left, and that is the opposition from Mayor Johnson opposing ICE and federal immigration law enforcement. We now know that one of the migrant teens, 16-year-old from Venezuela, charged in killing a homeless man.
There were multiple teen Venezuelans that were involved in that. And what we have seen is the politicians here in the city of Chicago trying to create cover and sympathy for our quote unquote new neighbors. But this is not what our welcoming city was meant to be. It was not meant to be something that protects criminals. And we used to have it in place where if you chose to go down this path, we would allow our federal partners to remove you.
Right.
That's where we need to get back to. That's the changes we need to make here in the city of Chicago.
It doesn't seem, Mr. Alderman, that's going to happen under this current Mayor Johnson. Raymond Lopez, thank you very much for taking time and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Have a great.
Man, that shit is crazy. See what I'm talking about, bro? But again, they the ones who voted. They the ones who voted for fucking Mayor Mohawk Johnson. He ain't doing shit over there, but complaining, doing the same thing that a lot of these other deserts out here doing. Asking Trump for more money, asking the administration for more money, but ain't doing nothing to better the community at all. You wanna fight against Trump, you wanna go against Trump and what he's doing and trying to help the fucking city, but you wanna go against it. Cool. You wanna go against it, guess what? All that blood that's happening over there in your city is on your motherfucking hands. And if this man gets elected again, I promise you, y'all better not complain at all. Y'all better not say nothing else to Mayor Mohawk Johnson, because y'all the ones who voted him in. 100%. That shit wild to me, bro. That shit is fucking wild. They need to get their shit together. 1000%. They need to get it together. That shit, I don't understand it at all. All right, cool. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification.